Today I'm answering whether or not you can part-time hotshot. Guys, I need you to understand that this isn't Uber. This isn't like you do a bartending job on the weekend. This is nothing like that, okay? This is something totally different. Now, imagine eventually Uber, there's Uber Freight. Now, eventually, that's a totally different conversation, but imagine if that's what they do. That would be insane. But we're getting off topic already. So, hotshot trucking part-time. Now, there is a way to do it, but it's not easy because most of the time you'll probably need a CDL and you'll also need experience, which that means that you can't start out hotshot trucking part-time. Now, if you had a job and maybe you were a truck driver for 10, 20 years and you want to retire and you want to do this a little bit on the side, there is a chance. And here's how you do it. First of all, you have to live in a good area. If there's no loads, it's really hard. If you live like in LA, Nevada, look up where LA, Nevada is. You won't you can't live in the middle of nowhere. Essentially, you got to live in a hot market. Preferably somewhere where it stays like warmer, nicer all year round. Okay. So, and then number 2, you want to lease on. This is the most important part. Lease on with a company that in their percentage, insurance is included. Example that comes to mind is Landstar. Landstar charges you, I believe, 35%, and insurance is included in that. Okay, and there's other companies. That's the first one that comes to mind. So that's the important part, the most important part. Why? Because then you can take advantage of that. If you pay insurance separately, it's now costing you around $800, $900, maybe $1,000, maybe $1,100, $1,200 a month just to exist, just to be signed up with the company. A month. That's how much they're going to charge you, just because that's how much insurance is about. So it's really important that you guys understand that this is what will determine whether or not you can do part-time. Sign up with a company that in their percentage, insurance is included. Then the other important part is if you don't have the money to buy a truck and trailer for cash, right? Because you want to reduce your payments. So if you buy a truck for cash and a trailer, then you'll be much better off because you won't have to work as much because your truck is paid off. So you can either buy like an older used one, or maybe you could buy if you have enough money to buy a new one. I don't know why you'd want to sink that much cash into this business because it's going to take a long time to get it all back. But the alternative to this, the better alternative to this, is leasing from Enterprise. If you go lease from Enterprise, you will be much better off because then all you have to do, they only have one minimum requirement, 5,000 miles per month. If you don't do the 5,000 miles per month, then what they're going to do is they'll still charge you as if you did it. And then you can do them later. You could make them up, you know what I mean? So that's why it's really important to either have a ton of cash, which most people don't, or just lease instead and do 5,000. Now, if the video I posted recently, you will see 5,000 miles takes about just under 2 weeks. That right around 2 weeks, it'll take you to do 5,000 miles. So essentially, that's as part-time as you can get it. 5,000 miles, 2 weeks a month, you'll be working. It's not bad, right? I mean, and but you still have to buy the trailer for cash because a trailer payment's like what, $400, $500, and so by having less payments per month, maybe you can just skip a month and not have to pay anything. You know what I mean? That's basically the goal. And but coming back, so with Landstar, right? Let's say you wanted to do this. Landstar requires 6 months OTR. They define OTR as more than 500 miles and more than 3 states per day, I believe, something like that. So that's why you can't start out hotshotting part-time. There's just no way. You unfortunately have to, like, go get your CDL, go work hard, go do full-time, maybe go be a driver, then go get your own equipment. Maybe you lease right away. Just do not buy, because then you buy, you're stuck with a 5-year loan. So that kind of sucks. But it's really important that you understand that you can't go out the gate and all of a sudden, boom, there you go, you're a part-time hotshot. Doesn't work like that. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Let me know in the comments below, do you disagree? Do you agree with me? Am I on the right track? That this is the way that you can basically hotshot part-time. And I want to thank you guys for taking the time, checking out the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.